The three suspects were arrested after they allegedly defrauded the Ondo State Muslim Welfare Board, parading the suspect before journalists in Akure. The state commandant of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Ahmed Abodunrin, said the suspect disguised with hijab and claimed to be converted Muslims in order to defraud unsuspecting victims. He said the prime suspect, identified as Oluwaseun, used different Muslim names to obtain money fraudulently from our victims. The suspects, according to him, have defrauded many people under the pretense of being Muslims before they were arrested at Uro Street in Irese town.
They have been moving from one place to another until Nemesis caught up with them when they went to a particular mosque to again claim that they needed some assistance to settle down because of the rejection at the family level. And somebody...
Apart from this suspect, a 48-year-old man was arrested for allegedly defrauding a victim of 900,000 naira after claiming to be the franchise owner of a fuel station in Akure.
Security consciousness is very, very important in this part of our own world. We are not really conscious, and to begin to become more conscious of what we do, these few criminal elements will be having their leeway.
Gender-based violence is a major public health and human rights problem worldwide. It is driven by structural inequalities and unequal power relations that render mostly women subordinate due to limited access to education, employment, finances, healthcare, and opportunities to contribute to their family, community, and the country's economic growth. In Nigeria, 1 in 3 women and girls aged 15 to 24 years have experienced gender-based violence. Currently, Nigeria has the third highest rate of sexual gender-based violence in the world, with data showing that at least 30% of women and girls aged between 15 and 49 have experienced one or multiple forms of sexual abuse. This campaign, supported by the Canadian High Commission, is a direct response to the menace of sexual and gender-based violence that is common practice in many states across Nigeria.
Another campaign that Connected Development is involved in. We're doing this campaign in Enugu State, Lagos State, and here in the FCT. It's focused on boys. In this campaign, what we're doing is visiting markets, places, and motor parks, because what our data has shown that sexual and gender-based offenses mostly happen in the markets and in motor parks, and a lot of the female journalists can attest to this. When you go to the market to even shop or buy something, it is highly likely that a man would harass you.
In the last decade, Nigeria battled insecurity from the Niger Delta militants who sought recognition and development for their region. This agitation affected the country in many ways, with access to crude oil, the country's major source of revenue, greatly impacted. Even foreign investors avoided Nigeria as the international community flagged Nigeria as a red zone. To overcome this trying period, the government promised and granted amnesty to the militants in exchange for the voluntary surrender of their weapons. About 29,000 arms and ammunition were recovered. In exchange, about 30,000 youths were enrolled in the presidential amnesty program. 12 years after the commencement of the amnesty program of the federal government, this group is drawing the federal government's attention to an anomaly. It says many ex-agitators were not enrolled in the presidential amnesty program, which provided the platform for entrepreneurial skills acquisition, and this is now a threat to the region.
During the accreditation program, we told them, what about our foot soldiers? Because there is no way I will drop up to 50 to 100 guns and you are giving me just 1 slot or 2 slots to go and maintain those crowds. One person cannot form a group, neither can one person form a camp. Or neither can one person shoot 50 rifles at a go. No, so we have foot soldiers that we disarm along with, and the government is aware that we disarm along with our foot followers. Today, they are outside the program since 2013 to date. They've not been carried along in the program.